And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. All right, gang. What's the deal? Man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina boy. Hey, listen, man. We got to get back to the drawing board. For some reason, a lot of y'all have been, and y'all entitled to your own opinion, man. But I think that's why I say, man, you gotta be careful. You gotta just watch people, man. Some people give bad advice, bad opinions. Everybody just swear they know the judicial system, and whatever is being said, this is going to have somebody affected in some shape or matter, right? Uh, Black Sam never said any names, right? And for some people to get on here to insinuate that he's speaking of a certain person, if he wanted to say the person's name, he would have said it, right? But once again, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So it's some people doing content saying, oh, Black Sam life is in danger. He's insinuating this, he's insinuating that. You cannot put that on the scoreboard and act as if somebody is going to come after that man. He never dropped a name. Prime example: if you have an idea saying, "Hey, I think that person know what was going to happen before it happened," that's not substantial evidence to reopen up a case. Y'all gotta catch this game, man. I even been getting DMs myself saying, "Hey, Nina boy, just your thoughts on saying somebody knew it was going to happen. That's dry snitching." Listen, homie, Cowboy testified on the behalf of the state, right? On the prosecutor side, right? So if I said I think he could have known what was gonna happen, they're not gonna prosecute Cowboy for me saying I think he could have known that would have happened. Yeah, y'all gotta stop acting like y'all know the constitutional rights. Some of y'all don't even know your Miranda rights, for number one. And a lot of y'all didn't really dropped out of high school, shit, let alone middle school, to be insinuating that people's opinions is enough evidence. When they close cases, when they exhausted all resources, right? Black Sam addressed the whole world and said, "Hey, look, I can speak on it because the case is closed," right? He was very verbatim on how he relayed his opinion and how he expressed how he felt. Now we gonna go back, and I want y'all to look at this because some of y'all are just petty, man. Some of y'all are messy. That's why I say, let me just give y'all let me give y'all some, right? A synopsis, right? 85% of the people in the world are followers, right? Another 10%, you know what I'm saying, are leaders, and the other 5% are people who observe, right? This is an old quote that's been around for years. The 85% of the people that follow people is going to be leaders and observers, right? I put Black Sam under a observer, right? It's been Nipsey Hussle died 2019, right? That's what it's been 6 years. 6 years. You mean to tell me that some convicted felons who do content on YouTube, who have an opinion about what could have possibly happened, if they're going to reopen up a case? It's not going to happen, bro. A majority of the people that's doing this content that's coming from gang culture are felons. They're not coming to reopen the case because some felon with a clever theory has an opinion about a case that they spent millions of dollars trying. You know how much it costs to try the Nipsey Hussle case? Thousands and thousands of dollars. So you mean to tell me some dude from Chicago who had an idea or opinion, some dude from Texas, some dude from Northern California, some dude from Utah had these ideas or opinion or perspective of what could have happened? They're going to open a case on accountability of somebody who's been to jail, been incarcerated. They're going to open up this case. We need to stop thinking like that. I got too many people saying, "Oh man, they're going to reopen the case. Y'all talking too much." They already found Eric Holder guilty without reasonable doubt. So what What can they reopen? What can they reopen? Y'all got to stop pushing those narratives out there. And Black Sam never said a name, homie. So when we get into this, I need y'all to be mindful, pay attention, and understand that if y'all was that intelligent enough, y'all would probably be judges, prosecutors, and lawyers. If y'all got the answers to what could potentially happen in these cases, then why y'all not making money and rich out here? Everybody got the answers, but don't nobody want to own up to. See, people don't like people's opinions. That's what I'm starting to see. Y'all saying that Black Sam is saying a certain person. If y'all, I have never said a certain person who did anything on here as well, because it's not enough substantial evidence to really say. Now you can say, oh, I believe somebody, I believe that person knew. I believe he could have known. That doesn't mean that you convicting somebody with those allegations, man. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. But if you have an opinion and you think somebody could have potentially, that is up to y'all, man. This is the content, this is the internet space. This is already out there in the universe. It's millions of peoples with their opinions. Have y'all opinion, man, but just stay out of people. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Next person come on my Instagram DM and DMing me all that, I'm gonna just block you, bro, because y'all, some of y'all not even smart enough to comprehend what it is. If you ask some of these people what's their constitutional rights, they would not even know. They would not even know their constitutional rights, but they know that some judge could reopen up a case based off of a theory. It's not smart, bro. So anyway, y'all have y'all opinions, man. It's on the internet. I'm here to tell y'all, man, look. If y'all care what people think, you would never be free. You see what I'm saying? Rule number one, stop caring what people think and get to the content. And if you can make some money off of it, make the money. Y'all got families to take care of. So stop worrying about what people think and do what y'all got to do, gang. So anyway, we got Black Sam, man, interview. We got to getting back to the scoreboard, man. And I want y'all to pay attention because Black Sam never said who, and he never will. Case closed. Let's get it. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Breaking into Granny's house, or even if the police come,
right,
and hit the house. So my thing was like, man, what can I do? So it's immediately I'm finna get a shovel. It took a lot longer than I thought. I'm trying to dig as deep as I can without sweating and passing out, but I got it probably like good 6-7 feet deep.
Damn.
Rolled the motherfucker safe in there.
What was the money in? It was like $250,000.
Yeah,
what was it in?
It was wrapped in plastic, like sandwich bags. Each 1,000, we had it wrapped up, rubber band over each 1,000.
It took time.
Yeah, it had been like that in the safe.
Right, gotcha.
But that's how it was. Really, the safe was already, it was rubber band up, but then once it got into that hole, I'm thinking, and this is to anybody who don't know, I'm thinking I buy a waterproof and fireproof safe. That shit is not waterproof.
Yeah, so you come home.
Yeah.
Do you dig the 6-7 feet yourself again?
Yeah, 100%.
So you dig your safe out.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Yeah, and I'm digging for hours and hours, pulling my hair out because I'm not hitting the safe.
Right.
And so I'm thinking somebody went in there and got it. And finally, I'm praying like, man, finally I hit. I hit this and I'm like, oh. And then it took me probably like another 4 hours to get it wedged out. Because it's in there, I got to go head first, and I'm trying to flip it around to get to the. And then finally, when I get the part with the combination and the key, I forget the combo. So now I'm trying to play with it for another hour, and finally I open it, and when I open it, it's filled up with water.
Yeah, man.
And so then I'm just like, I ain't never had no breakdown. I'm just sitting there, I lose it. I just take everything out, put it in the duffel bag, get out, running the house. I'm going crazy. My mom is like, what's going on? Let's go in the bathroom. She's like, what the fuck is going on with you? What's the matter with you? And then I'm just trying to figure out like how I salvage it. The money was molded, wet. Each stack was like falling apart. When you pull it apart, it was just crumbling. So mom's went and got blow dryers for me, and then so I just went in the bathroom and was peeling them off little by little, putting them to the side and blow drying them till they get back hard so they wouldn't break. And then bro came in, helped me, moms helped me, pops came, helped. Yeah. And so we was just in there separating them and trying to salvage as much of it as we could.
You put $250 in.
Yeah.
So you're a creator, pouring your heart into your content, sweating every word, every pixel, praying for the algorithm.
How much you lose?
Probably like a good, maybe like good 50 was just like
Gone.
like you couldn't do nothing with it, broke all up. The rest of the money we salvaged, and it was just smelt like shit, fucked up on the edges. But you know, this was like we counted it up and was like, all right, this is what we got. And then it was the campaign. Like, man, we went next check cashing. How many stores they got in this area? We got the map, it's 50 of them. Everybody, 2,000, go. And we just get money orders. Money orders, 2,000. It came to a point where we couldn't even walk into the
Knicks.
To the Knicks. As soon as we get in the line, they're like, oh, hell no, get the fuck out the store. That money, that bullshit ass money stinks. So we was banned from the Knicks. Everybody from the Knicks all over the city, if anybody working in the Knicks, they remember us.
Damn.
And we was coming through with the 2,000, trying to get $2,000 money orders.
And so you lost 50 off the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other was stanky money.
Yep.
But you were able to get that back. So you lost 250 complete. I mean, 50 complete.
Yeah, 50 was
and
like...
that's 50 real ones.
Yep, 50 real ones, man. And it was all the 100 stacks.
Damn.
The 100 stacks be just 10 bills. It was the 5s, the 20s, and the 10s that survived, because the top, it was 1,000, but the top 2 bills would go to waste. The bottom 2 bills would go to waste. So when it's a 5, a 10, or a 20, you may lose like $40. On them 100 stacks, you lose the faux top and the faux bottom. That's the whole 1,000 gone. So it was the low denominations that we were able to save, which was good. And it was good that, you know, a lot of the bills was low bills. So
where do you go from there though? Once you dig it up and you do all the nicks and try to get it back, what's the next so-called hustle that comes? Because is the other game gone now?
The other game is not gone at this point, but it's different. Mm-hmm. And I'm hot. And you know, my goal was, for number one, I'm not spending shit.
Right.
So at this point, I'm not spending nothing. I'm in the bucket, you know, I'm not spending nothing. But we had one good Christmas, made sure that the fam got cars and everybody was good. And after that, I'm not spending nothing. And at this point, it was like, we gotta spend it. So now it was like, what we gonna spend it with? And you know, Hustle was getting money. Hustle was like, look, this is what we need to do. So he like, man, I'm putting everything I got in it. Let's throw some money at it too. So that's when we went, and that's when we on the jewelry, and we spending money on certain things and really building the label up. You know, all equipment. You know, we bought a spot, got another spot in Atlanta. We just going trying to, like, you know, build the infrastructure and get the team right.
So Nip already got them. He already got the music bug and already got thinking music business.
100%.
So take what we have and put it into music. Put it into, you know, the dream.
Yep, 100%.
Did you trust that early on? Because you had already seen it. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I trusted it because, like I used to tell everybody this, but him also. When I first heard him write something, I couldn't believe it. Mm-hmm. You know, I was like, you wrote this? He like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, this is special. And so, you know me, I'm like, shit, my brother wrote that? So I start trying to write some shit. Man, I'm writing for 2 weeks and I just threw the shit away. I ain't got it. So
man, at certain points, did it feel like Baby Bro was leading Big Bro?
No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, man, 100%. And, you know, even since we was young, we always knew he was, like, special. And, you know, it was always for the older brother, you know, it's an honor that my little brother is doing, you know, things that I can be proud of. Right. And just, you know, never fail, man.
And start blocking these caravels. So start blocking these weirdos.
How special your bro, how special Nip was before the world knew how special he was.
100%. I think anybody at this time, a lot of people ask me this question, like, man, when did he? And I'd be telling them it wasn't no when, it was always. Anybody that was around him from young, he was certified gifted as a little kid. Anybody that was around him, his charisma, he always stood out. People always were like, no, this guy's special. Mm-hmm. From a little kid to junior high to high school to, you know, in the neighborhood, the homies. Yeah. Everybody like, no, this dude is special. Everybody, you know, Nip led. You know what I'm saying? That people followed and respected and looked up to. Older, young, it didn't matter. They knew.
Who tapped into the neighborhood first?
Hustle.
Oh, really?
For sure. Hustle. You know, I'm young and I'm going to school in Watts before him. So as far as like knowing about hoods and gang LA culture, I was exposed to that first, going to Watts and going to school at Markham, outside of our neighborhood and what we saw. But once, you know, obviously Nip get older, Nip in our neighborhood, which I never wanted him to be a part of.
Right.
You know, honestly, you know, anybody, and I say this, anybody that grow up and understand, you don't want your little bro being a part of, you know, some shit that you know is destructive. My goal was always, we got to get this bread and we got to get the money and we got to, you know, we need to make sure that we own. So, you know, seeing Hussle and me not being able to do anything about it either.
Right.
You know, it's like, man, you know, only thing I could do at a point, it came to a point where Hussle was so deep in and so involved and so much going on around him in the neighborhood with the politics in the neighborhood. It's like, all right, now, you know, I gotta be there with bro, and I gotta be, and people need to understand, like, yeah, this is his bro, and his bro is here.
Is your paint faded? Do you have scratches or swirls?
Here, and you know, if nobody else is tripping, I'm tripping.
Mm-hmm.
And Nip had a certain unit, and that was our unit. But yeah, definitely, Hussle.
Were you always concerned when you start seeing him going down a certain path? Because you already know, man, like, dude, he's studious, he reading books, he building computers, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then there's always a time where we got some of this and some of that, you know, and he had this and he had that. Were you concerned when you saw Nip kind of getting in a lot more?
Yeah, 100%.
What would you tell him? Would you tell him, like, man, you got this music, or he just wasn't listening?
I think at that point, we was all trying to get money. You know, Hussle was getting to the money, but at the same time, he was associating and hanging out. And, you know, I'm like full time, get the money. Hussle is half and half. And, you know, that other half could get you, you know, gone for a long time. So that was a dynamic at that.
So let me just say this. If y'all can't see, Black Sam is still hurting, my nigga. Y'all, you can see his pain. Black Sam watched his brother get assassinated in his place of business, live, on camera. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all even left comments. Let me tell y'all something, right? Some of y'all even said Black Sam is dry snitching, right? The case is closed, man. Some of y'all barely even know how to read or write. But y'all could get in these comment sections and say what's this and what's that, bro. I'm gonna need some of y'all to like pick up a book and read something, homie, because at the end of the day, if y'all had all the answers and y'all know what it really is, then y'all wouldn't be in the comment section talking. You see what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. Like, this man watched his, look, it's 6 years later, and he still remember it like it was yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Black Sam put this out on the internet. I bet you ain't nobody finna go on Black Sam and say, hey, bro, you dry snitching, man. You about to get it, man. Somebody finna come get. Stop that shit, bro. Stop that shit. It's so fucking. You know how vain that shit is for y'all to be trying to play what is what? At the end of the day, people entitled to their opinions. If they don't like it, oh well, bro. Like, no, we ain't doing all that over here. If you cherry picking dudes and want to come in the comment section, don't mention nothing to me over here. Because right now we focusing on what Black Sam is saying. He have not said anything. Y'all, some of y'all be having favoritism with people, right? The snitches is the ones that's on documented paperwork that's out here doing blogs that y'all be riding their coattail and speaking on and all of this associating with. Black Sam never told on anybody. Nobody ever went to jail behind what Black Sam said, bro. So, no, man, you can have y'all opinion. Stop listening to what people think, because at the end of the day, y'all entitled to have your own opinions. It's a lot of people on the internet is going to see YouTubers' numbers go up, and they not going to like that. They going to be cherry picking. They go hate. Let them hate, man. Let's just follow the money, man. This is the money man right here. He definitely relayed his opinions and expressed how he felt on a genuine level, undeniable. Make no doubt about it. What Black Sam is saying is this: the case is closed. I can say how I feel now. So anybody that have regards of or opinion about what he's saying and people doing reactions about it, let them have their opinion, bro. We ain't worrying about that. Let's go. Shout out to Black Sam, man. Let's get it.
Once it, you know, transitioned into full-time hustle trying to do the music, that's where I felt like, okay, this is the opportunity. Right. And honestly, this is what now, okay, whatever I can add to this, whatever I can help with in any way I wanna be there and support, because this is the direction that I know. Number one, bro, is super talented.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell him, like, man, if you wasn't talented, bro, I'd have told you, like, come on, man, let's do something else. This ain't gonna work. But you know, I full-heartedly believe, and I know that this is his calling, and this is something that's, you know, channeling his energy in the correct way.
Could you believe how talented he was early on? Like when you say he wrote a rap, you was like, dude, you wrote that?
Yep.
Like, did he always amaze you?
Yep, always amazed me, and you know, everything. That's what I tell everybody, man. Everything I ever heard from him, everything was special, and I was surprised. So, you know, me, Fats, you know, my cousin Adam, everybody, our inner core team was like fully behind Hussle. Did
you feel like you had to put a circle around him too?
Yeah, 100%. He had a tight crew, and then so I wanted to make sure that I came with and helped build the circle, and just make sure that, you know, yeah, we from this area, but as crews within the area. And you know what I'm saying, niggas need to understand that our crew and Hussle crew is one of them crews. And you know what I'm saying? So that was the goal. And you know, that was the people that you see today, that's all money in, you know, that was the crew. That was the crew before anything that people understood and knew, like, all right, this is Hussle crew. And you know, it's gonna be consequences behind it.
And this is like, we make it or we don't. This isn't a group of people that somebody got on and you just started adding to it.
100%. This is the crew when them hood politics start coming, and when motherfuckers start being like, you on your own. This crew is not with that.
Right.
This crew is like there.
Did you feel like you had to go a little harder in because you had to make sure that nobody did fuck with y'all? Like it had to turn you into a little bit more of like, man, you can't fuck with this.
I think Hussle led by example, and Hussle was known for that. And both the Fats and Kabi and everybody that, you know, Stone, Hussle main crew, Hoggy, you know, that's what the crew was known for off the top. So I think, to answer your question, yes, if you know, that's just anybody in any crew.
Right.
Yeah, so either you're gonna be respected or you're not gonna be respected. Yeah. So, you know, we was on Crenshaw and Slauson.
Yeah, man.
You know, we had the shops. We lost them. You know, we had spots all up and down Slauson. Weed spots. You know, we had a lot going on, and yes, it had to be known, and it was known. Like we ain't them. We not the guys that, you know, the older dudes is coming through trying to extort. It's not happening.
Right.
You know, we not the guys that's going for anything. You know, it's too many times that I can't even speak about. Somebody came, said one disrespectful thing. Hussle take his chains off, squabbling.
Yeah, man.
So people knew, don't say nothing to Hussle, and that's if Hussle was around all his crew or was solo.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. So, intense on everything, intense on the music, intense on the hustle, intense on the street, intense. Yeah. So
100%. That was Hussle.
Yeah, man.
That was Hussle, man. That's why he was respected. That's why the young kids in the neighborhood love bro. You know, they seen him pull up solo, you know, in the bulletproof, hop out all the jewelry, you know, on Victoria, on Bryanhurst. And, you know, certain people say the wrong thing. Hussle in the middle of the street squabbing. You know, mandatory respect. And at the same time, leading by example and providing inspiration. You know, people seeing Hussle do it. They know Hussle was there with them. They know Hussle sold dope with them. And they see Hussle. And then when he talk, they listen, and he giving you game. He like, look, this is what you need to do. You know, so many people from the neighborhood was inspired first, you know, hands-on, and also from other neighborhoods, you know, from so-called neighborhoods that was enemies. You know, they to this day, man, people be, you know, seeing me or even they would see bro and just be like, man, you know, I'm from Wooty Woo, but man,
Yeah.
like we got our shop and we started our record label, and you know, so I think in LA in gang culture, hustle just inspired everybody and led by example, and that's why, you know, the whole city saluted what he was doing.
Sam, talk to me about like the days of when y'all did start the t-shirts and things, and you know, opening up stores, always being entrepreneurs as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's probably thinking about things we weren't even thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like opening up stores. Like, when did that start for you guys? When y'all started thinking, like, man, we wear t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to sell them.
I think we was trying to get money, and you know, it was a lot going on, multiple arrests for myself, and I think me and Fats, man, we was selling t-shirts, and then we had the weed on the low. But the main reason for us being in the parking lot was like we're selling shirts, we're selling t-shirts, boxers. So it kind of started off kind of as a front, honestly.
Right.
And then we would have the movies, we would have the weed, but when the police pull up, we like, man, it's t-shirts. And we start seeing the demand.
Were y'all on the streets or y'all had brick and mortar at that time?
No, we was on the streets at this time.
Gotcha.
And we was in front of Louisiana Fried Chicken.
You know it well.
Check cashing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the homies used to stay there and sell dope at the check cashing. When everybody get their cash, they check
first
cash.
person you see.
And so now we there too. And so, you know, we would get people cashing checks. They would come spend with us. T-shirts, the homies would buy shirts, and we start noticing that we short stopping the swap meet. Slauson swap meet.
Yeah.
We short stopping them now. Everybody coming buying their t-shirts from us. And it started turning into something. And we start selling out every day.
Y'all just had tables out there?
Yep, had a table, trunk, and then we'd go from the trunk back and forth and turn that spot into a money spot also. And then police start coming and start seizing our stuff.
Is this after your DVDs?
Yeah, this after that. So,
gotcha.
You know, I couldn't go to that spot no more because it was done. And so now I'm like, we need to find another spot. We got blessed and found this spot, and it turned into something again. And obviously, same program. We there every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, you know, Hustle, making his rounds, pulling up on us, chilling with us for a minute, going back, doing what he needed to do. He had spots, other spots everywhere. He was doing his music. And Fats, I used to pull up, knock on Fats' door. Hey, bro, come on. Get him at 6 a.m, and we'll just be there, bleeding it till like 12, midnight, 7 days a week. And, you know, we would have never stopped. Police came, kept coming. Finally, they came and they start seizing our clothes, taking everything. And I'm talking about back to back, we'll go spend $1,500 on just gang of shirts. They'll come take it the next day, take the next day. So we just getting defeated. Like, damn, we know we can't keep spending this shit. And they taking it, talking about they giving us a ticket. And I think it was in a documentary, man. But I remember the one police officer. You know, we like, bro, it's a black officer. He'd be like, man, why you keep taking our shit, man? We selling shirts. He like, man, shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas want to sell t-shirts, you know, go rent a building and pay lease like the rest of the tax-paying citizens. So I'm like, man, fuck you, man. So he ended up leaving. And so we sit on the curb. I'm mad, feeling defeated, and I just look up. And I'm looking across the street at the plaza, 3420, and I see a big-ass for lease sign. And so I was like, oh, that's God. You know what I'm saying? That's God. I called the number, and we ended up getting that lease. And that was the first brick and mortar store we had called Slauson Tees.
And literally sitting there and looked over, and there it was.
Yep. And I was like, oh, that's a sign. So we got it, and same thing. We up early. We got the tables. We started off with one table in there with like a box of socks because we spent everything trying to get the place. Mm-hmm. And then things start rolling again. And now we making money back, hands over fist. You know, the journey, it was always ups and downs. Mm-hmm. We up for a minute and then we down. We up for a minute, we down. But the key was just stay at it. And Slauson Tees turned into something just like crazy. We across the street, we had the homies across the street with the tables at the check cashing. We had them pointing sending everybody traffic to us. And it was just ping pong. We running across the street, and you know, we had the movies, we had the weed, we had everything booming. People coming from every different neighborhood. All they girls coming to Crenshaw and Slauson, pulling in the lot. Slauson Tees turned into something that was just like big, and it was bigger. And then Nip is doing music, and you know, anytime Nip will pull up, it's like Michael Jackson pulled up in the hood.
Gotcha.
Nip pull up, everybody pulling up. And this is before any deal, anything. We'll be like, bro, you got to stop pulling up and hanging out in the front, man. It's, you know, you got 100 Crips in the front, customers driving by scared to pull up. This is at that time.
So when you see that you guys are brick and mortar, things start going, that had to give you that bug of like, man, this is something that we can continue to do.
Yeah.
What did you learn early on when you go brick and mortar?
You know, we was no rules at that point.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, we was hungry, we was thirsty, we was doing everything. We had fake Louis bags, we had fake Lacoste shirts, we had the fake Nikes. Remember when the Jordans, everybody had, we had everything in there, and you know, we was thinking it was never gonna end. We was like, oh, this is crazy. We the store ended up making damn near like $4,000-5,000 a day, just because we had
Right.
the Jordans, we had the this, it was just, you know, and then we get hit.
We need a small business loan fast.
Okay.
I got this.
Loan cannon!
There's a better way.
Hey, that's a cold game, bro. That's cold, man. And just to see his journey.
We get hit hard too at this
Bye.
point. Detectives,
Oh shit.
Motion Picture Association come back on me right there. 77 precinct. So they hit the shop. You know, it was multiple, you know.
You just saw different jackets.
Yeah.
Just reading it like, oh.
Yeah, I got stuck. That's what stuck me. That when they raided that got me stuck. I ended up I was already out on joint suspension, had like 5 or 6 felony arrests that I was fighting, and then this one they came in, probation department came with them. They raided like it was 40 different police officers, and they got me. And so I ended up going, and I didn't get out. I was in for like 22 months. And when I get out, the shop is gone. We lost the shop.
So
But
it's almost 2 years later.
2 years later. But Hussle got signed, and Hussle was in New York, and Hussle is in the magazines. And so my whole time in, I'm getting, you know, I'm feeling like, all right, I'm not even tripping. It's meant to be. I was out for as much as I was needed to try to help as much as I could. And then now bro got it from here. And transition has happened. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
You were getting word that Nip was moving.
Yeah, he's sending me, you know, I'm on the phone with them every day. I'm hearing about it. He's sending me magazine articles. You know, I'm listening to the radio. You know, I see the music video, the first music video, Hustle in the House. So definitely, man, I'm in there just like, you know, pumped and happy. Like this little time ain't shit.
Do you know you're coming home to it, or did you think it moved past you?
I know I'm coming home to it.
Yeah.
I'm coming home to it, you know, and I wasn't doing a lot of time, so, you know, I think Hustle was his key was like, you're gonna come home to something legit. So, you know, that was a blessing, and that's what I came home to. I came home to something legit that was like out of control. This is the time when bullets ain't got no.
See, this is the real definition of am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? You see what I'm saying? You know how many brothers that's out here in the world right now, one brother is doing good in life and watching his other brothers just struggle. Maybe because the other brothers don't want to help or even invest in that brother that's trying. This right here, man, this is a dope ghetto story about 2 brothers growing up in the same household with their mom and their grandmother's support and their dad doing the best he can trying to help them out. And look what happened. The big brother trying to make a way for the little brother. Big brother get caught. Little brother pursue his career, his music dreams, get signed. And now he's setting up a play for his brother to come home and reap the fruits of his labor. Because without, you know, Black Sam, Nipsey Hussle would not been as far as he was without his brother's support. Man, that's solid, bro. That's why I say, man, pay attention, man. It's so many people trying to change the narrative. Man, this man is telling his truth. That's all this man is doing. Nobody's going to be indicted, incarcerated, nothing, man. So when y'all hear these other people with their opinions, don't even entertain that, man. Just keep doing what y'all doing and get to the money on. Let's go.
No Names Volume 2 was out. So Nip was the hottest thing in the streets Nip New York buzz was going crazy. And, you know, head on, my goal was, you know, obviously I can't be, you know, there with a handout or trying to like, you know, take. So my goal was like, how do I, you know, do what I'm known to do, and that's try to add value to whatever is going on. So that was the mind state. And my goal was I need to get the shop back. And, you know, we went through a couple of hurdles trying to get the shop back.
These same shop.
These same shop, you know, couple different little hurdles, but we ended up getting the shop next to it, bigger. And we turned that into Slauson Ave clothing. And from there, you know, Nip, the Hustle in the House video, the Crenshaw crew neck, everybody was hitting the MySpace and hitting the articles. I mean, the social medias, and Adam and Nip was, I think Adam.
These guys just raised $33 million and you won't believe what they're building with it. Meet Tyler Ben.
Actually was like, man, everybody keep asking for this Crenshaw crew neck. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, hold on, what you talking about? He like, yeah, the sweater Nip had on in the Hustle in the House video. Everybody on here, that's what they, man, where can I buy one? Where can I buy one? So I'm like, all right, that's it right there. That's all I need to hear. That's God. Once again, like, okay. So me and Fats, we like, we about to make these. So we went and we reproduced the custom Crenshaw crew neck and the hoodies. And we back across the street at the table, you know? And from there, we were able to get the unit and turn that into Slauson Ave. You know what I mean? And then it's the same thing, ping pong. And that shit turned into something bigger than the first one. And but the only difference is now, instead of selling fake shit, we selling our own shit. And you know, we creating a brand, and Hustle, you know, is putting it on his back. Every video, people come through, he's branding it, he's getting people to come and support. And you know, he made that sweater even more iconic. And when you see a Crenshaw crew neck or a hoodie or a shirt, you think of Hustle.
Yeah, man. And
so, you know, from there, Hustle goal was like, we got to create a clothing brand. And, you know, what was birthed was the Marathon clothing. You know, after his mixtape, the Marathon Continues, the TMC. I was like, TMC, Marathon Continues, man. Hold on, Marathon clothing. So we all go high-fiving because we didn't know what to call it. And that was it. And one of the things was, you know, while the sweater and the crew necks is getting famous, everybody start bootlegging our shit. And so we like, man, how do we stamp like that it's official? You know what I'm saying? How
you were the guy at first, huh? Now you all tripping.
Right. You know. I said we gotta respect the game. You know, they bootlegging our shit,
but not too much.
Right. How do we stamp it? Hustle like, nah, we going the Tag A Marathon. The Crenshaw crew neck is a knockoff, and that was genius. And so now people are like, yeah, that's if it ain't got the Marathon on it, it ain't the real one. Yep. And you know, and it was off to the races, man. And you know, just the direction from Hustle. You know, always. I remember he had some people come through with cameras in the shop. And you know, me, I'm in the shop. Man, who was all these people, all these white dudes with cameras, man? What's he like? Nah, they cool, bro. So I'm looking, they taking pictures. They end up being the hundreds. If I talked to Bobby 100, he like, I'm doing a blog. I want to come to the area. I want to drive around with you. I want to come to your shop. And so, you know, initially I'm like, man, we don't need all these dudes in here taking pictures, man. The next day, we had surfers, we had white dudes coming through. We seen so much traffic. Everybody was coming to the shop trying to get a Crenshaw hoodie or Crenshaw crew neck. And so I was just like, man, Hustle. I'm telling him, he's like, I told you, bro. He knew it. And it just turned into, you know, it just kept going to something big. And Hustle was like, yeah, we need a branded store. We need a store called the Marathon Store. And it needs to be like, you know, our version of the Sanrio. We need to create products. The Marathon Store needs to create, you know, Marathon clothing products, the Marathon branded products. You know, he was talking, I want a branded money machine. He was just, you know, giving us the ideas and we taking notes like, all right. And so, you know, I want to have a Marathon water. I want to have he's just telling us like, you know, and we start seeing the vision like, okay, all right, this is something big. And, you know, little by little, you know, we was just stacking the money, Hustle, stacking the bread. And contributing, like, bro, put this towards this, And, you know, the people supported. And
So what that tell y'all, bro? But see, everybody always see the final product. Nipsey and Black Sam, they wasn't out here just cashing out on jewelry. Oh, you just hit 15,000, you go buy some jewelry with that 15,000. They went and invested in some that created a residual income. You know how many people on the internet go get a bag, and first thing they go do is they go blow it just to show that they getting money. They want to have this perception of looking like money, and the whole time Nipsey and Black Sam, they was putting their money up to make more money by investing in themselves, bro. You ain't gonna catch too many people in the hood doing that. You catch anybody with a lick that hit a lick in the hood, first thing they starting to go do, they go get a car, go get jewelry, go get an outfit, and they go buy some drink and pay for hotel rooms to smack some of these to shag some of these little doodle mamas down. They not saving their money, bro. It's so many residual income opportunities out here, bro. You wouldn't even believe it. You could go purchase an ATM machine and put it in somebody's casino or liquor store and have a residual income, homie. That's why I say, man, the information that Black Sam putting out, man, is crucial, bro. Let's go.
And the brand was built by the people, man. Just the area, anybody would come from out of town, they would always want to come and support. And so we were able to open at the Marathon store, the official.
You know what's crazy about even just Marathon and Crenshaw? Like Crenshaw was already famous. People knew Crenshaw, movies and On the Wall, but y'all made Crenshaw worldwide.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, man, because I know that you've seen people that look like they wouldn't even know about Crenshaw. Sam, we're taking a brand now, and that you see is worldwide. You got an amazing crew. You can't even say staff. You know what I'm saying? You have an amazing crew at that time, bro. Did you ever feel like man, this is really happening? Not were you surprised by how big things were becoming, but did you always envision that either your little bro was going to be this guy, or did you always envision that there was something bigger for you guys together, or you couldn't see what this either was becoming or what it is now?
I think definitely never, me personally, I never envisioned that, it was going to become, where Hustle took it, I had no clue. But I always felt like we was going to be good because we was hustling. Mm-hmm. And we was going to, regardless, we were going to have. That was for me, that was the thing. Like, we want to make sure we want to make sure the family got it. Like, Granny getting a new Jaguar. Mom's got to get a Benz. Yeah. Pops got to get a BMW, and get some jewelry. And
y'all were able to do those things.
Yeah, that was the for us young growing up, that was like, you made it. Yeah. So now when you in that, reality hits. Like, okay, hold on, how this can't last. How do I legitimize, or what is the next level? Because it's nothing, it's nothing. It's the foundation of what we doing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't last when you're doing anything illegal or you're on the street. So with that, I think Hustle had the vision, and Hustle was like, nah, this is what we're gonna do. And every time Hustle would lead the way, and I remember Hustle telling, like, this clothing gonna be big. It's gonna be one of the biggest things we do watch. And just Hustle, just having the script, like, man, we're gonna stay independent with the music. Mm-hmm. We gonna have a label, and I'm gonna always have my masters, and just Hustle.
How do you know that so early on, man? Especially in a time where everybody's like, man, I gotta be on Def Jam, I gotta be on this, I gotta be on that, whatever the label is.
Right.
How did you guys had a wherewithal, like, no, we gotta own the masters? We hear a lot of that now.
Right.
And at some point, man, you just want to get in so bad that you'll take anything.
Yeah.
What made him or you guys decide, like, no, we gotta do it our way?
I think that was Hustle, man. Mm-hmm. That was Hustle. He educated himself always. And I think he read a lot of books. Mm-hmm. And, I remember him telling me, like, look, this is what, and also him trying to involve us and others. I think what's the word I'm looking for, man? The way he wanted to build something that other people could be involved in. So if he was thinking solely for himself, maybe he would have been like, oh, I need a deal.
Right.
But he was like, look, this is how y'all could add value. This is how y'all could have ownership. This is how we could get in business. Yeah, I do music and I'm an artist, but we gonna start a label. And this is how Master P did it. This is how Cash Money did it. This is how Jay and them did it. So it was examples. And he just wasn't saying like this is how they did it. He had the details. He had books. He had, look, this is the split. This is the type of deal. This is who they did it with. And so, you know, he's lacing us and making us believe and giving us value. Like, okay, shit, yeah, we don't do music, but we can be in the music business and we can create a company. He formed the companies. He like, look, I incorporated this, and he had business cards, and you know, he had the vision for the markets that he wanted to, you know, go at. And he like, we're gonna put posters up and we're gonna sew up our area first, and then after that, we're gonna go to here and go to here. And you know, I think anybody that talked to him and saw how sharp he was and educated he was like, all right, along with the talent, but they was like, all right, now he's not just an artist. He's a businessman and he knows what he wants. And I think that's why everything he said he was gonna do, he was able to accomplish it.
Yeah, man. There was times, bro, where he'd tell me about, but Big, have you read this book? Have you, you know, other people asking, have you went to this restaurant? Have you tried this? You know, and it was always a book. I remember we did that cruise, and everybody else was throwing pool parties and this, that, and the other. And he did like just a seminar where he just talked about business.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And opening up. And it was times, bro, away from the radio stations and away from, you know, the limelight, just the conversations that I would have. And you got to think, bro, like I'm damn near 20 years senior, but I'm listening to bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening because you know when a wise man speaks, you know.
Not one, not two, but 3 new features now available on Beehive. First, a pay.
And you guys trusted that, and you also understood, like, man, we can add value to this as well. And just a good team of people working for a real common cause, bro.
Yeah.
And you look at when you say the Master P's, the Cash Moneys, you know, the Rockefellers, you know, those are things that you had a chance to look at, and then you guys become that, where you give other people. I know you had to see other people with hope that, man, we doing the same thing.
Yeah, 100%. And one thing we used to always, you know, with Hustle, he was always willing. And I think he, you know, his driving force was to inspire people, you know? And so, you know, honestly speaking, I'm very territorial. Like, hold on. Like, it's a good idea. Like, hold on, don't get that idea. Like, that's us. We got to do this. And Hustle would, you know, always. Like, we ain't even, you just told us about this. We still working on it. And you telling the next person, or you telling the next person, you telling Hustle be like, nah, bro, it's cool. We gonna, you know, get a game, and, you know, we gonna be good. But he always wanted to,
share the wealth, share the knowledge.
Yep, and that's one thing that we used to laugh and joke like, oh, bro, don't. But when you look,
see, that's it right there. That's why I say Nipsey Hussle was an empath. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody who likes to help everybody. You see what I'm saying? That's somebody like, look, man, this is how I did it. This is how you could do it too. You see what I'm saying? That's an empath, man. That was solid, man. Like, you know what? We living in a society where ain't nobody trying to help nobody, bro. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to hide information and keep it to themselves. Y'all got to realize, even as content creators, this is a business, bro. You understand? For y'all to be putting out content, this YouTube is a business. You got to, man, look, you file taxes on your channel, bro. Turn your content into a business. Stop doing all this petty, messy, who could do this, who could do that, and turn your channel up, man. Get the numbers up and go, bro. You see what I'm saying? And really turn your channel into something that could be bigger than what you ever thought. You know what I'm saying? I know YouTube content creators that's pulling in 40,000, 90,000 a month, bro. I know these people. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta change the narrative, homie. If this ain't motivation, bro, I don't know what is. You got people over here trying to dissect this man's conversation and saying he's trying to insinuate this. Throughout this whole interview, man, he really giving a blueprint to what his brother created. That's why I say it's imperative to keep watching this content, bro. If you've seen it, watch it again. Let's go.
Back and take a step back, man. It was a quality that, you know, definitely other people appreciated. And then I myself had to be like, man, Hussle was just, you know, his goal and his purpose, like he really wanted to always inspire. And then he also got a kick out of seeing somebody achieve. Like he loved it. And, you know, I think that made him feel good.
Hey, man, I remember even the Smart Store when y'all opened up the Marathon Smart Store.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck is a Smart Store?
Yep.
And early on, we used to like, yeah, you can come in and you can point your phone at this. And I'm like, what? And then is it Idris?
Yep.
Idris Sandu.
Yep.
I remember, man, when he told us the story about how he met him, he said he was like, went to go get a green juice and Idris was in there. And he said, man, I just kept walking past, bro, that he was doing something with his hands and making things move. But even just to tap in to something like that so early, bro.
Yep.
Where and peep it and understand, man, this is the next thing. And now you'll see certain things now, man. Like Nip was on before we even had the scans where everything could just be scanned. Now everything is scanned like that. And when you talk about a Smart Store, bro, nobody was thinking about that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you a story, man. That goes to Hustle Genius. You know, we scrambling, trying to get the store open. And we did like a little mini doc and we made sure the store was filled up with clothes and we trying to, you know, fold them correctly and make sure it's clean. And we finally ready, probably like a week and a half before the grand opening, or maybe like 2 weeks. And we doing our countdown.
You want to sell your house in Las Vegas for top dollar without doing expensive renovations or
And Hustle like, yeah, man, I just met this guy at the Starbucks. I was going to get a tea or something and I seen him and I'm like, huh? He like, yeah, we about to make the store a smart store. So I'm like, what? I'm like, no. We don't got time for that. I don't even know what, like you say, I don't know what is a smart store. He's like, no, trust me, bro. So I'm pulling my hair out. I'm mad, like, man, what is this? And so I meet Idris and he's telling me this and I'm like, bro, we don't got time. So we end up, he get it and he make everything. He go in and he integrate it with the clothing and, you know, geofence it. And then so I'm learning things that I had no clue about. And in hindsight, looking now, when that store opened and it was the first Smart Store, and that's why I just like Hustle, the genius of Hustle, man, and so many different things like that he's done. But it's always, you know, driven from his vision, and he got the right vision. And, you know, to this day, people still talk about that Smart Store.
Oh yeah, bro.
And just him seeing Idris and seeing him young, black, dope at technology and wanting to do something with him and wanting to, you know, have him a part of the store grand opening. And then him also, you know, just being excited to see Idris keep taking it to the next level. You know, that was something that, like I say, man, that really drove Hustle.
What made you guys want to like really do business and be a part of the community as well?
I think, you know, instinctively, that's that corner, Crenshaw and Slauson. You know, we used to walk from my mom's house to the bus stop on Crenshaw and Slauson in front of the Shell when we was little and catch the bus to Watts, school bus. There was a Shell's, the gas station there. And I remember when we found out that the owner was a black man. Fucked us up. We was little. We never thought like a black person could own a gas station. And so he was there and he would fuck with us like, what's up, man? What's up? He was cool. He coached basketball and he liked us because we used to go in there, backpack empty, no books, buy all the 25-cent bags of hot Cheetos, fill the backpack up, go to school, sell them for 50 cents. And we used to come every day. Like, man, y'all getting all the chips and no books. So he kind of took a liking to us, but that's when we thought, you know, ownership from back then. And fast forward, that parking lot behind the Shell is where the shop is. Hustle, we used to be in there hustling when it was abandoned building. And then he sold his first mixtape in there. And then we were across the street hustling. And for us to be able to get the shop in that parking lot, it meant everything because we grew up in that parking lot, in that area. And by us getting the shop, the community supported young, old, people that may have looked at us and been like frowning upon us. At this time, like, man, I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all got a business. And they made sure that they came and supported. So the significance of that area and being there And all the money that was spent with us, they saw what it was turning into. So everybody, from the aunties, the grandmas, you know, to the homies, coming spending money, they seen we took it and we flipped it, and we took it and we flipped it, and they saw what the support, you know, what we did with the support. And it was key for Hussle that he stayed and we opened the first marathon store there.
Right there.
Because there was a lot going on, man. Police, you know, I'm going to jail, everybody going to jail, they raiding the shop. So at one point it was, you know, like, man, we need to get a shop on Fairfax. We need to open this marathon store. Like, when we do the marathon store, it need to be somewhere where we ain't got to worry about this. You know, we get into it with the homies sometimes and, you know, all type of stuff. We like, we may need to do that. But Hussle was adamant, like, nah, that's store number 2. Store number 1, we got to open up on Crenshaw and Slauson. And I think, number 1, it was because he wanted to inspire and wanted to show people like, nah, like I'm from this area and I'm doing something big here and I'm investing here. And number 2, you know, it was an obligation because, you know, we was made and the brand was built from the people's support. So
so it was very necessary.
Yeah.
Did the owner of the show ever know that those were the same kids on the other side of the alley?
Man, I don't know. I don't know because he ended up selling it. I don't know. But I hope so. If he seen Hussle, he probably could put 2 and 2. And some of the employees, you know, he hired all the young, you know, 20-year-olds from the area. So the homegirls was in there working. Some of the homies, when we was younger, we knew that they had jobs. And so I'm sure if they had contact with him, they let him know.
Were you ever concerned about how accessible you guys were?
I mean, yes and no. Just every day, we know where we at.
Right.
So we was always, you know, had to be aware and be on point, dealing with all the different things that go on with, you know, being in the hood. But I think I always felt that, you know, God was protecting and basically we felt like nothing could happen. Like, because we've been through too much, so many different crazy circumstances where, you know, we felt like as long as we do the right thing and we keep pushing forward with the positive, niggas can't, like, it's nothing that could happen. So that was the honest thought, you know, and you know, it's hindsight, man. Just, you never understand.
Man, I think as a partner, as someone from the outside looking in, right? I remember just what that day felt like when Nip passed. My mom passed on March 31st as well, right? So literally, I went to my mom's grave and I was doing a comedy show probably like the night or 2 before. And I wanted Nip to record me a drop like, oh, we'll see Big Boy's comedy show. He didn't get around to it. So literally on the way home, I was like, man, when I get home, I'm going to call him like, oh, it's successful and, you know, and do what we usually do, bro. And when I got to the house, I remember my man Fuzzy, he had hit me up and he said, man, I'm over here by Marathon. He said, something's going on over here. He said, they got it blocked off. And I was like, man, I said, he said, I'm going to try to get closer. And when he called me back, he said, man, they're saying something happened with Nip. What was that day like for you, bro? And did you feel any premonitions before we lost Nip?
100%, man. I think, man, we just, it's my cousin's birthday, so I want to say the night before, Nip took us to Wally's, Beverly Hills, me, Pops, and Adam, my cousin Adam, and just had a long talk with bro.
Y'all hear the pain in his voice, man? Do y'all really hear the pain in his voice? It's 6 years later, bro. Y'all just don't even know how much, you know, this affected him, man. You got to realize Black Sam trusted everybody that was around Nip. Y'all was supposed to die for Nip. You see what I'm saying? Because all Nip did was help everybody. You see what I'm saying? Nip took on other people's problems, homie. You see what I'm saying? He trusted anybody that was hanging around Nip should have been on guard. Black Sam would have never looked. The moment that Rempar said, "Is that shitty, cuz?" You see what I'm saying? And they already had that little quick conversation. Black Sam would have never, he's like, "Hey, bro, you can't be up over here." He would have never let shitty cuz got that close to Nipsey, bro. That's why he mad at Cowboy. You see what I'm saying? Cowboy would never be able to come around All Money In, Black Sam, the family, the crew. He would never, he dropped the ball. Because you can look in the video when after Eric Holder shot Nipsey and kicked him in the head, Cowboy run directly out. How could you run from the back of the break room and right after he started running, bro? You can't fly. That's why you can tell that Black Sam is mad at Cowboy, bro. And by me having an opinion about that, no, Cowboy is not going to be incarcerated or arrested. He was he actually took the stand for the prosecutor. So he can't be convicted when he the one that snitched on Eric Holder, bro. So yeah, man, that's why I say y'all gotta pay attention and use your brains, man. Make no doubt about it. Black Sam already know somebody was supposed to be on guard the moment Nipsey Hussle pulled up in that parking lot. And for people to not have no quete, or even if they did have a quete and they didn't use it, he'd never let that go. Y'all lost the biggest thing that could ever happen over there. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta realize that wasn't just anybody. That was somebody who changed the game. A smart store. Nipsey had a smart store before smart stores. Come on, bro. It's look at what he's going through. You can still, 6 years later, you can hear it in his voice. You see what I'm saying? Somebody, listen, Nipsey Hussle was the modern day Martin Luther King, the modern day Malcolm X. Some people around great leaders like that, people were willing to die for him to keep the flame lit. He was not supposed to die in that parking lot. Somebody should have sacrificed their life so Nipsey Hussle could survive, bro. Straight up. Straight up. The moment that first gunshot took off, it hit Cousin Kerry. That means Rempar could have jumped in front of that bullet and took them shells for Nipsey. He didn't do it. He ran. You see what I'm saying? Nipsey had to fight for himself, try to block that gun, and he ended up losing his life in behind it. But at the same time, bro, think about how many people are unemployed now. Think about the attraction. Nipsey Hussle had people all over the world coming to Crenshaw and Slauson. You would never get that again, bro. I mean, you got Germany, Dubai, Africa. You got Caucasian people wearing his shit. You got Latino communities wearing his shit. Man, they got murals all over the United States of Nipsey Hussle, bro. You got to understand. Eric Holder came in that parking lot with 2 pistols because he was prepared that somebody was going to be willing to die for Nipsey. What happened? Nobody was willing to die for Nip, and Nip was the one that put his life on the line for everybody the whole time. This is why Black Sam is hurt. This is why you can still hear it in his voice, because you know for sure Black Sam would have died to preserve Nipsey Hussle's life. Nipsey Hussle, you got to look at Nipsey Hussle like a president. You see what I'm saying? A Secret Service. Somebody should have been there that said, "Hey, nah, not him. I'm a die for Nip." Because if Nip died, everything gone. Everything gone. And this is the end result of why he's so mad at certain people that would never be able to come around what they accomplished or what they got going on ever. Let's go.
You know, not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of big politics getting into with certain people. You know, Hussle had DJ Khaled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, you know, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. We not playing. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Khaled. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Khaled. And he's straight. And Hussle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that. And did the video. Khaled got out of there perfect and smooth. And, you know, we appreciated Khaled for showing up and coming to the hood and doing the video. And, you know, we knew that this was gonna be one of them videos, man. Hussle brought DJ Khaled to the hood, and you know, had John Legend in the other scene. So we at Wally's, and we just chopping it up about a lot of shit, man. Just, you know, making sure that we on point in security, and when we pull up, it's, You know, we like, Hustle, when you pull up to the shop, call us. He like, bro, I'm not calling you niggas. When I pull up, I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. And we like arguing and just, you know, but turn into, you know, a little bit of that. And then back to the, you know, celebrating bro, Adam's birthday, and Hustle got us the back room, and, you know, family there chopping it, and just us four. And we stayed there forever, man. And when he walked out,
y'all got to look at it like this: when the Muslims come on the scene, y'all, if y'all from California, they got Muslim organizations that when they come into certain hoods, the Muslim come in their suits. They not gonna pull out their pistols, but they come with a militant type of structure. The Muslims walk around with armed security, because whoever they got that's speaking on the behalf of the Muslim community, they know that you got to protect them with their lives. You got to realize Cowboy was scared. Cowboy, he wasn't ready to die at that time. When Cowboy came outside, and I know I keep saying Cowboy name, I'm not saying he did anything. He was scared. What I'm saying is it's possible he could have known. That's it. Cowboy is a documented snitch for the prosecutor. So stop. I want to be adamant about that, because some of y'all keep forgetting. You can't prosecute. You can't. Cowboy can't be going to jail for something. He testified on the behalf of the state. He was the state's witness to prosecute Eric Holder. So by me saying he could have possibly known or he was scared, Cowboy's not going to jail. For y'all that don't have any common sense, sometimes sense is not common. I know a lot of y'all want to say Nina Dry. Some of y'all can't even read it right, bro. I'm telling y'all verbatim. If Cowboy snitched on the behalf of the state, it's nothing I can say if I say, oh, I think Cowboy knew, they're going to read, oh, Nina Boy said Cowboy knew, let's try him. Get out of here, bro. He helped convict the person who killed Nipsey Hussle, bro. So y'all, hey, for anybody, don't even tell me some other people speaking or have their opinion. I don't care, bro. You see what I'm saying? I got 620 people in the live, over 100 and some thousand subscribers. Until they get up there, I ain't trying to hear nobody else say nothing to me about nothing, bro. But once again, Cowboy was scared. Think about it. After he shot Nipsey, he was about to run off because he thought he finished Nipsey Hussle. But Nipsey Hussle was probably moving, and he seen that he was still alive. Cowboy was still in that window right there. He waited to Eric Holder finished him off to run outside to come to his aid. Listen, Cowboy was like, I'm not finna die. Listen, think about it. Think about it, bro. Cowboy, that's why Cowboy's living with that guilt inside of his heart, because he knew he didn't have it in him to die. Now, if it came to fighting, yeah, he'd probably catch a fade for Nipsey any day of the week. But they knew that Eric Holder was a stepper. They knew he was a shooter. Matter of fact, he got two guns in his hand. He's shooting with one, and bro, he had to have two guns because he thought somebody was going to shoot him for shooting Nipsey Hussle. But it didn't turn out that way. Y'all remember, Rimpar went to his car the moment Nipsey said, hey, ain't that shitty, cuz? But when he came over there with them two guns, maybe, just maybe, Rimpar was scared too. We don't know what was going through Rimpar's mind. But we seen on camera that he ran. He ran. Why did he run? Because Rimpar didn't want to die either. Nobody was willing to die at that time when Eric Holder came in that shopping center and was willing to crash out. Eric Holder was willing to die because he knew he was on camera. He didn't bring one gun because he knew he was coming to get. He had to get an extra gun because he didn't know who else was going to be shooting at him. That way he was going John Wayne something. He was the only one that was willing to die at that time, man. So when I say Cowboy, even he didn't come out because he knew it was gonna happen, it is just an opinion. This is not accusing him, it's an opinion. And on top of that, me saying Cowboy was scared, he gotta live with that for the rest of his natural life. That's why he was drinking Hennessy all night, because he was scared. He didn't have it in him. It happened so fast. He was like, oh, what I'm gonna do? He was stuck. He didn't know whether to go die, crash out. He was supposed to be the foot soldier. You got to realize Cowboy was not a part of All Money In. He was there specifically for Nip. Listen, The game is this. If you're not adding value to somebody or to something, what are you doing? You're subtracting, right? He was subtracting. So that was something that Black Sam couldn't argue with Nipsey Hussle over. Nipsey was never going to not rock with Cowboy. He took his name. He took him under his wing. He had to give him some type of contribute. Like, all right, I got you. You know, bro ain't really rock. Because what value did Cowboy add to the All Money In brand? Please tell me, what did Cowboy add to the brand? Nothing. Besides being a foot soldier. And at the time, he failed. He failed the mission. He was supposed to die in that parking lot if it came to it in regards to saving Nip. If you look at the interviews, Cowboy said, I don't know what the team got going on, but I was there specifically for Nip and Nip only. So if you was there, so you wasn't there for the clothing store. Yeah, he employed you. His job was to watch the parking lot to make sure Nip was secure. You're not a clock in personnel. Why did you take your food and go to the break room and eat, knowing Nipsey Hussle was outside and by himself? You could have clearly ate your food on the car. You see what I'm saying? But when Eric Holder ran out onto the curb so he can exit the shopping center, you had seen him. As soon as he ran, you waited. Y'all gotta realize, make no doubt about it. Cowboy waited until Eric Holder stopped shooting to come outside to aid to Nipsey Hussle, bro. And that's just, once again, my opinion. That's it. That's all, bro. Let's go.
We all walked out the back room of Wally's. I think Rivera, one of the.
So you've been injured in a recent car accident and you want to get a major check like this right here. Here's what you got.
Guys that filmed the video just happened to be there. And so he see us walking out. He's like, oh, Hussle, what's up? And he's like, man, what's going on? He's like, bro, they just sent me the first edit of the video. And so he pulled it up and he like, man, look at this, bro. You look amazing, bro. You about to do movies after this. Look at this shot. And so Hussle seen it, and Hussle was smiling. Hussle was happy. He seen the shots of the video. He's like, man, he's telling him like, bro, ain't no more small time shit, man. After this, nigga, your shit going out the roof. And so, you know, we was all happy and shook hands with them, and then we left. And that was the last interaction, bro.
And that was the night before?
The night before. So,
you could tell Nipsey was different. Look, when they go out to eat dinner, bro, they putting on suits, having cognac, having real business conversations. They not pulling up in Chucks and Pendletons. You got to realize his infrastructure. Sometimes your personality you got to change your personality to change your reality. You see what I'm saying? Dress the part. If you want that new car, go in the dealership and go test drive it. Manifest it. You gotta escape just that plain Jane mind, bro, because if you think the same, you're going to get the same results. Them dudes went to Wiley's, a very expensive restaurant, you know what I'm saying, and put on suits. Everybody suited and booted. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, next time you go out, man, hey, put on a suit, man. You know what I'm saying? You taking mom. Hey, mom, put on one of them church dresses, baby girl. You know, and cross your legs, have a cocktail or something, man. Talk about your plans and your future. Stop talking about who trying to knock somebody down, who doing. Hey, you got to change your way of thinking, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. What could happen at any time could happen in a day. Don't ever get that twisted, man. You know, see, some people don't realize pressure. Hey, man, you can't make a diamond without pressure, man. And the pressure is on, bro. You got to be ready to change at any time. You know, it's not switching up. It's outgrowing what you already been through. You see what I'm saying? How many of y'all, real fast before we get back to the reaction, how many of y'all used to wear baggy clothes when y'all was a kid? Remember when we was teenagers, we would wear a 3X? My nigga, do you know how big a 3X would fit me? It would look like a long dress on me right now. I was wearing a 3X back same time when they had the t-shirt store. We was wearing large t-shirts, bro. I wouldn't get caught dead wearing a 3X t-shirt, a big t-shirt. Man, come on, bro. We wouldn't even do that, man. Let's go.
Saturday.
And so Sunday, what was that morning like for you, Sam?
Sunday, it's regular Sunday, man. I think we had spots in the hood. So one of the spots we had little weed spots, 24-hour spot. And I think it was my boy who usually do one of the shifts. I had to cover one of the shifts. And so I think I was in it all night, and I end up, the morning shift came in, I end up leaving. And so my goal was to go to the house and sleep a couple hours and then go back to the shop and close the shop up for the rest of the night. So I'm at Granny house, sleep on the floor, and this phone just going crazy, man. It woke me up, and I picked the phone up, and forget who called me, man. I just hear people screaming in the background, and they like, man, bro got shot. So I just immediately just run out the house and just jet out the door. My grandma was in the living room watching TV, so she seen me run out, didn't close the door, just got in the car. My grandma's on 5th in Slauson, so the shop is maybe like 6 blocks away. So I just ran every light, every stop sign, and I get there, and man, it's just going crazy, man. Everybody screaming, and I just see bro, and I'm just, it's fucked up, but bro still
feel it.
breathing.
You can hear it in his voice.
I think Kev Mack was like talking to him and trying to tell him, breathe, stay with, just breathe, bro. So I'm looking, trying to, we need to figure this shit out. So somebody had the ambulance on the phone, and everybody screaming.
Give me 1 to 2 weeks, and I'll show you how you can start your own.
Just like, man, shut the fuck up, man. It's just like take the phone, and I'm trying to talk to the ambulance. They say they coming, and they telling me, I'm asking them like what do we need to be doing? And so they telling me to try to administer CPR on bro, and asking me, is he breathing? I'm like, yeah, he's still breathing, And just trying to do the best that we could. And finally, police came and ambulance came, and they took him. And so I'm just praying, I had faith that bro was gonna be all right. And then I had a lot of people shot in that parking lot. And we, I done drove multiple people to the hospital, and I'm like, man, if anybody make it, bro gonna make it for sure. And that was the ride to the hospital, man. Just praying, and I was confident bro was gonna be good, man. And just couldn't understand it, man. It's like the Twilight Zone after that. Everything I believed in, or my faith in, shattered. But
did you get word like right then? Did you follow?
Yeah, followed the ambulance, and they got out, and so I was trying to go to the doctor.
I was like,
hold on, y'all. 1 second.
Got him. Hussle came to the same school also. So
bro was going to be.
Just had a long talk.
All right, so let me show y'all this, man. All right, so if I recall, Cowboy said that Nipsey Hussle was breathing, even in the ambulance. Yesterday, when I looked at the footage, only person that was in the ambulance was Nipsey Hussle and the people that was driving the ambulance truck. So it was no way for Cowboy to even say he was breathing. We don't, what I'm saying? Like, I didn't caught that man in so many lies when he's doing these interviews, bro. It's crazy. Because Black Sam drove behind the truck. You see what I'm saying? He never drove, he never rode inside the truck with Nipsey. You see what I'm saying? So it's yet to be determined when did he stop breathing. The only people that would know that information would be The people that was actually in the truck or people at the hospital? Let's go.
Where, bro, you know, not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of big politics getting into with certain people. You know, Hussle had DJ Khaled in the hood.
Oh yeah, we heard this. We got fast
Not
forward.
to be speaking too much on shit, but we came front to check the scene because he knows.
Let's go. Here we go. Right here. Yeah, man. This when it get tricky, bro. This is when it get tricky. He never said anybody's name,
told
bro.
me trying to tell him, you know, breathe, stay with, just breathe, bro. So I'm looking, trying to, you know, we need to figure this shit out. So somebody had the ambulance on the phone, and everybody screaming. I was just like, man, shut the fuck up, man. It's just like you know, take the phone, and I'm trying to talk to the ambulance. They say they coming, and they telling me, you know, I'm asking them like what do we need to be doing? And so they telling me to try to administer CPR on bro, and asking me, is he breathing? I'm like, yeah, he's still breathing, you know. And just try to do the best that we could. And finally, you know, police came and ambulance came, and they took him. And so I'm just praying, you know, I had faith that bro was gonna be all right. And you know, then I had a lot of people shot in that parking lot. And we, you know, I done drove multiple people to the hospital, and you know, I'm like, man, if anybody make it, bro gonna make it for sure. And that was the ride to the hospital, man. Just praying, and you know, I was confident bro was gonna be good, man. And just couldn't understand it, man. It's like the Twilight Zone after that. Everything I believed in, or my faith in, shattered. But
did you get word like right then? Did you follow?
Yeah, followed the ambulance, and they got out, and so I was trying to go to the doctors and ambulance. I think J-Rock. Then one of the ambulance told J-Rock something, and he came to me. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm trying to figure it out and go talk to them, and then go to the doctors. And then my mom and family was there, and then everybody screaming, and just walked out. It's fucked up. But
when you walked out, you knew then?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. You know, still can't understand it, honestly. Just it's Twilight Zone, man. Don't understand. Shook my whole belief in whatever I believed in, and you know.
Man, that's one of those, it's wild too, because we thought we had it like rough that day.
Right.
But when we started hearing calls, or we started piecing things together, man, and the first thing I thought, you know, you started thinking about family. You know, of course you pop up, then I'm hearing certain things, and I was like, man, was Jay there? Because I knew we had heard it was a couple people, and I was like, when I called Jay, when he didn't answer, I immediately put him there too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would always see them together, you know, and it's crazy because we never had a chance to talk, but I didn't know that y'all had that much conversation even the night before.
Yep.
About, man, you know, we got to move a little different. You know, we gotta make sure that security's on set, and, you know, bro doing his regular routine.
Yep.
You know, like at home, you know. With that, bro, it's like not what is the first thing that you do, man, but where's headspace, man? Because it's hard to just not, you know, either throw it all away or give it all up.
Right.
You know, because we got Nip as friend, music, whatever it may be. You know, y'all sharing bedrooms. That's like me and my bro.
Right.
You know, at some point, do you feel like any of this is worth it, or were you ready to throw it all away?
Oh no, man. Not 100%. Like crash out, broad daylight, whoever, and you know, we start figuring out who the streets was saying it was, and you know, that's what the whole unit was like. We gonna where's this nigga at? And you know, that was the mind space at that point.
Yeah.
Aside from just dealing with, you know, the reality, you know, but it was go time, man. And you know, they're gonna make sure the kids is good, make sure his kids is good, and make sure we keep going.
Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like Nip seen somebody, Eric, and talked, and
I mean, you know, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hussle pull up, we in the doorway. You gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hussle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around.
All right, so y'all hear that? Only person that was there it was just nothing but females inside the store, right? The only nigga that he could be potentially, you know, whatever, and it's just an assumption because he never name dropped anybody. It is, you know, is the one that ran out when Nipsey Hussle got shot. You can hear the guilt in his voice, bro. I'm telling you, Cowboy would never be the same. But once again, you know, he got a man. Look, it's 8 billion people in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? He got a right to express his feelings. He hurt, man. Y'all gotta realize that's like saying, you know, Martin Luther King got hit, and we, you know, you can't have an opinion about what he had, man. So yeah, man, y'all just be respectful of what he's saying, man. Just be respectful, man. I think you know, the way he said it, the way he related, he said to the best of his ability. And once again, he already announced that Eric Holder he got his sentence. This is not an open case. This is a closed case. So if the case is closed, he got his sentence. His opinion cannot reopen or refile a case towards Eric Holder. He got all the time that he's going to get. Let's get it.
Around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking. Trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation, probably seen nobody was in the doorways, checked Hussle had on shorts, checked everybody else, left. They say came back with a red shirt on, tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it. You understand? So,
man, hey, this is the United States of America, man. This is a businessman. You know how vain it is for somebody to say what he can't say and what he can't say? You know how vain that has to be? Just imagine somebody having an opinion on what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody could have their opinion, that's fine. But me personally, and I'm not speaking in regards to anybody else, because anybody can have their opinion. A lot of y'all, y'all can have your opinions about, what he said, but at the end of the day, ain't nobody asking y'all what nobody asks y'all. Just like y'all having y'all opinion, that's cool. But ain't nobody checking for y'all opinions either. You know what I'm saying? So let's be honest, man. Let's put the numbers on the scoreboard, bro. Let's be clear. Black Sam is not out there taking field trips, you know what I'm saying, hitting drive-bys, hitting licks. He's not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? He associated with that area, and he's not saying nothing where nobody's going to jail. He's not, you can't put that on somebody. I can see if he's an active gang banger and he's doing interviews, that's one thing. But if he's just doing an interview about his own opinions and his thoughts, bro, and the case is closed, come on, bro. Just, man, respect it. I don't see nothing he said wrong, bro. I really don't. You see what I'm saying? Now, for somebody to be getting in trouble behind it, then that's one thing. But there ain't nobody getting in trouble in regards to this, bro. Respect this man's opinion. Respect it. Respect it, bro. That's it. That's all. Ain't nobody, come on, bro. Ain't nobody went to jail. Nobody got a case open. Nobody's getting harmed. Nobody's name is being dragged. You know what I'm saying? That's going to get them in trouble. Respect this man's opinion, bro. Let's go.
So, and can't nobody tell me nothing about that, because it just don't make no sense. It's not random. I know Hussle. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to Hussle, because they know what come with it. No matter what age you are, niggas ain't saying nothing crazy to Hussle, wherever you find him at. But on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble, and if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hussle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left tell me everything I need to know. It was no argument. It was no sense of threat. Because with that come, like, hey, be on deck. It was none of that. It was just, to me it was, let me come through, let me see what's going on, and then let me, in this broad daylight, man, and it's, it's a lot of unanswered questions, man.
You don't believe he had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't to me that don't, whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason, and Mag got the reverses. I mean, he got the charges reversed, because Hussle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But I think it's gonna come to the light.
Did you know Eric Holder before?
Yeah, we probably seen him a couple times when he was younger. He hadn't been in the hood like that. They're saying he had some like a snitch jacket on him, or he couldn't come around. Me personally, Hussle, Fats, like, we seen a lot of the homies raised, because we at that shop 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. Before it was the Marathon store, when it was Slauson T, Slauson Ave, we had weed spots all in the hood. So we seen a lot of the young homies raised, from kids to teenagers to adults. We watched them. They know us. We know them. Anything we throw in the parking lot, if you from that area, if you from the 60s, if you from the 30s to the 100s, when Hustle throw something in that parking lot, you coming. From whatever it is. You in the hood, you smoking weed, you coming to our spots. He was never at any functions. He was never at any grand openings. He was never at anything Hustle was doing. He was never at any shows. It's because he wasn't good in the hood. So all this other shit niggas is talking about, I don't know it. He wasn't good. You know, he wasn't good, and he was not good, and he was not around for a reason. You know, and to that point, we didn't see him.
Hey Sam, why was it important to you and to the family to make sure that LA had a chance, and the world really? Because I was people flying in from Japan, Germany. Why did y'all feel that you wanted to make sure that you did it at, was it Staples? At Staples Center, and take Nip, you know, through every neighborhood? Why was it important for you to share that with us?
Honestly, it was God. It wasn't, you know, it was Hustle and God, because we were just, you know, going through it. Obviously, man, we gotta get this funeral handled the right way, and we're trying to hit churches and, you know, black churches, black preachers, and nope.
They were afraid to touch it?
So we couldn't find a venue. And so that we just like, this is crazy, man. And I think Karen Sybil came and was like, we gonna figure this out. And she reached out and ended up like, man, we got the Staples Center on deck. And I think, you know, LeBron and Live Nation, you know, Rock Nation, everybody pulled their resources together and made phone calls. And, you know, after weeks and weeks of like, we can't get a venue, like, look, we got the Staples for bro. And so at that point, it was like, all right, man, we gotta make sure we do this the right way for bro. And just trying to plan it, and people came and supported and helped plan it and, you know, make it happen. Definitely.
Let's stop right there. You know how big that is to have your funeral at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, downtown prime real estate, bro? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. No disrespect to Pac, but at the same time, his funeral, Nipsey's funeral, was bigger than Pac's. It's different times, right? Different money being placed out there, man. You got LeBron James, Rock Nation. Come on, bro. That you know how value that. No disrespect to nobody, but some of y'all will never have that type of funeral in your life. Some of y'all are going to be buried, cremated, and only short people coming to your funeral. You see what I'm saying? Because most people don't care about leaving a mark on this earth before you leave, man. And that's what life is about, bro. Let me tell y'all something. Nipsey Hussle funeral, in my opinion, was bigger than Tupac's, bro. I don't care how you cut it. And respect to the late great Pac, but you can't the Staples. You know how many people hold the Staples Center? How many bodies can fill up in there? Man, come on, bro. Epic, monumental. This was one of the biggest of all times, gang. You see what I'm saying? Listen, bro. I know a lot of people kind of insinuating about Black Sam, bro. Let that man tell his story, bro. I think y'all care too much about what he's saying. And this is his truth. This is his story. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a right to say that, man. And I honestly respect the way he demonstrated how, you know, he had to guide his brother, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna love his brother like he loved his brother. You see what I'm saying? He would die for his brother. People that was in that parking lot had an opportunity to die for Nipsey right then and there, but nobody was willing to crash out. You know, Rempar could have died for him. You could have ran in think about it. The moment that he pulled out that gun, Rempar could have jumped in front of him, took them bullets, and died for him. But at the end of the day, nobody was willing to die for the machine. And that's, you know, that's what happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. And you can't fault anybody. You can only, that's why I say, you can have an expectation of somebody, but in reality, bro, hey, man, you cannot give anybody 1,000% of your trust. You cannot trust anybody 1,000%. Because at the end of the day, when it comes time to proving that you all in, some people might just fold. That boy walked up with 2 guns. He's like, man, I ain't about to get hit and have my face have a closed casket. He might shoot me in my face, which he did. He ended up shooting Nipsey Hussle in the head. You got to realize that was probably a scary moment for Ren Paul. He was not willing to die at that time. So he had to fear for his life and get up out of there. Yeah, all right, y'all can call it what y'all want to. All I'm saying is he ran. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all could say he was scared. He might have been scared. It doesn't matter what y'all think. But in actuality, would have sat there and got shot in the face, knowing you got kids and responsibility like anybody else? Got to answer that question. Let's go.
The family was appreciative of that, and just driving through the city, man, I think, you know, I know how much, you know, the city meant to bro and how much bro meant to the city.
Look at all those people. Look at that, bro.
All of LA.
Way bigger than Tupac, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This was way bigger than Tupac.
So much, you know, pushback. Like, nah, we can't do that. Police.
Way bigger than
we're not giving y'all an escort. Fuck y'all. We don't need y'all escort, man. You know, it's gonna be too many problems going through different people's neighborhoods. I'm like, man, we gonna go through every neighborhood in LA and nothing's gonna happen. Watch. People gonna be out there salute.
And we did, bro.
Yep. 100%.
Did you feel like you were just on automatic? Like you weren't in the moment? Did you just feel like you were just kind of floating through it?
You know, it was just, you know, hardest time in my life, and for the family and everybody, man. But you know, it's just you gotta follow through, man, and you know, send bro home the right way. And you know, to this day, man, it still seemed like not real that bro was gone, but at that time, yeah, it was, you know, hard, man. You know, one thing I tell people, man, I never done drugs in my life. I never thought about doing drugs because I seen, you know, I had uncles, and I always drunk grandfather. I always was like, man, I'll never be that, you know. So I don't smoke, you know.
Hey, real fast, to all my moderators, all my mods, if you see any weird conversation in the chats, man, handle that. Straight up, handle that. Man, we ain't doing all that, man. Just handle that. Let's go.
No, I'm anti. It's the only time in my life that I ever just thought about like doing drugs because I can't deal with it. You know, so
make it go away.
Yeah, so some you there's no way to handle it. So, you know, didn't, but that was the only time in my mind. I'm like, okay, this is why niggas. This is when a nigga can't deal with this shit. Like, there's no way to fix this. This is hopelessness. That's the feeling at that point.
Is it kind of like the gift and the curse too, Sam, where you're reminded all the time, and that's love,
right?
But even when you go by and you see like a mural, you know,
right?
There's no day where because it's gonna be on you every day anyway.
Yeah.
But there's no day that it's not a video, a picture, a song on the radio, somebody rocking the merchandise, a mural, you know, that not that becomes kind of normal to you, but how do you deal with that? One moment at a time?
Yep. I think, you know, the murals, you know, I'm happy when I see bro on the murals, you know, even shirts, man, I'm happy when I see, you know, bro, because I know his goal was to inspire and, you know, that's like proof. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. That's the proof that he did what he wanted to do. You know, I used to be like, man, we got to get to the money. and you know, get this shit. And he like, yeah, we're gonna get to the money, bro, but this shit bigger than that. So I think my bad, bro. I think that's just a reminder, like bro lived his purpose. So it's a good thing. Hard things probably is like people trying to take pictures, and that shit never easy because I don't, you know, I never been taking pictures. And so when people like, that's a hard thing for me.
With you?
Yeah, that's the hard thing because it's like, I know that's when it's like, okay, I know why. Like, man. But obviously you understand why, so they're showing love to bro. So it's like, okay, come on. But that for me, that's the going through day, and then somebody, oh bro, that just brings me back into the mode. Like, all right, that for me, that'll never be. I'll never be able to deal with. I'll never get used to that.
Yeah. When Nip says the marathon continues, that really means something. Either different today, or there's so much that's valid to those words, bro. Why is it important? And I mean, just the work that you guys been doing collectively with keeping the brands and ownership and taking care of the kids and the family, you know, with the marathon continues, why is that so important to you, Sam?
When I hear other people say it, marathon continues, you know, I appreciate it. You know, for me, I can't say the marathon continues. Just for me, I can't, because bro not here. So it's hard for me to say, but when I hear other people say it, I like it, and you know, it'll never be the same without bro here. But like you said, man, us trying to just continue things that he started and wanted to accomplish. I think it's our duty, man. Get this documentary out, get it done correctly. You know, obviously his kids, my niece and nephew, you know, make sure they understand who their dad fully was and what he did, and also, you know, the fruits of his labor, and making sure that they have, I think is the mission. You know, make sure that they got everything that they need, and you know. So I take comfort in knowing that, you know, we working and we building, and this is something that their father, you know, started, and that they have, and they're gonna take over, pass down to them.
Do you still hear Nip or any words?
Yeah, 100%, man. I hear, you know, every second, man, every day, 100%. Yep.
Man, well, I know we're talking about the documentary that's coming, man. You know, the legacy.
Yep.
You know, I feel like, Sam, you've been protecting it so well, and not making sure that it didn't get into the wrong hands, that there's nothing goofy. You know, as much as we love Nip, there's nothing like brotherly love, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just to even get up every day is, I'm pretty sure at times it is, and I know it had to be extremely hard, because I know what loss is too.
Yep.
And man, like, bro, I really thank you for sitting down with us, man.
Come on, thank you.
You know, and I know, like I said, when we first started off, this is something that you do.
Right.
And it took me some time to even want to, like, man, not even, oh, I need the interview, I need to sit down, but I just wanted to talk to you, you know, and I thank you for allowing me to sit with you and you to be this comfortable with me, bro. And, you know, on and off.
We're gonna leave right there, man. Man, that got to be the hardest part for Black Sam, man. You got him at his vulnerable stage. Like, you got to understand, man, that man is still 6 years. That's how strong that affected that man. He will always have that shattered glass in front of him in regards to his brother, man. And my brother's keeper, man. I ain't never seen a brother love like that ever, bro. You know, I ain't never seen that, bro. And as people, bro, we hate on each other more than anything else. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Let me tell y'all something before we get out of here, man. Some roads, man, you just need to take alone. You see what I'm saying? Just you and God. Just you and God, bro. Sometimes take those roads alone because, you know, they won't show you love if they think you're a threat. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, they will not show you love if they think you're a threat. They'll do anything to try to knock you down, man, try to cherry pick on you. You know, I'm like this, man. If you get a different Nina boy at this point in life, it's because I saw the real you. That's exactly what I'm on. If you get a different me, I saw the real you, bro. And that's just what it is, man. It's time to get this money. It's time to focus and fight this pressure, man, because you can't make a diamond without no pressure, man. So with that being said, shout out to everybody pulled up. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all get over there to Instagram and go follow me under NinaBoy_TV, man. We gonna run it back to back, man. Y'all know how I'm coming. Keep sending those new insight on my Instagram, NinaBoy_TV. Y'all got some dope content in regards to this. Send it to me, and it might hit the stage, man. Shout out to the 600 people in the live. Man, we on fire. We running numbers. Ain't nobody doing these type of numbers right now, so y'all stay tuned in, man. I'll see y'all in the next video.